to Katieverse. In today's video, it's going to be a bit like my first video where I'm going to be making 5 drinks, but these are all coffee drinks. Everybody's favorite. So, let's get into the video. Bada boom, bada boom. We're going to start by making cold brew coffee. For this, you're going to need 40 grams of dark roasted coffee beans. And you're going to put these in a coffee or spice grinder and then grind them all up until you have a coarse powder, not too fine. You're going to put this powder in a jug or any container you want. You're going to add 3 cups of cold water and mix this all around. Then you're going to put the lid on and leave it for 12 to 24 hours. Then the next day you're going to strain it out with a coffee filter. And there you have your lovely cold brew. We're going to make coffee cubes. This is really simple. You just use 2 tablespoons of instant coffee. You first add 100 ml of hot water to dissolve the instant coffee in the water. So you're going to mix this around, and then once it's dissolved you're going to add 300 milliliters of cold water and mix this all around, and then you're going to just simply put it in the coffee cube tray. Try not to spill it as much as I did. And then once you're done, fill in the ice cubes with the mixture. You're going to put them in the freezer. The first drink we're going to make is banana chocolate iced coffee. For this, we're going to need mixed spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, salted caramel, and half banana, and also oat milk. To the blender, add half banana, a cup of oat milk, and 5 ice cubes plus the spices I just mentioned, and also a tablespoon of cocoa powder. Then we're just going to blend this all up until it's nice and smooth. And then we're gonna get it. And then we need an espresso shot. And now we're just going to add some ice to the glass and pour the blended mixture we just made over it. And it is ready. Let's give it a nice stir. And yummy. So now it's time for the taste test of the first drink. I really like that. It has a slight banana taste, but not too much, as some drinks use the full banana. And it has that chocolate, it has the spices, it's nice and iced. So yeah, you should definitely give it a try. So the next drink we're going to make uses the cold brew we made. It's an iced chocolate cold brew. So we're going to start off by mixing the 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder in a bowl with an 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon, a dash of salted caramel flavor, and 1.5 tablespoons of hot water. We're going to stir this all together. Make sure it's really well mixed. You don't want clumps of cocoa in your drink. So just stir it all up until it looks like this. Then we're just going to put some ice in a glass. And put the chocolate mixture we just made in the glass as well. And then we're going to do 2/3 a glass of cold brew and a third glass of oat milk. And then we're going to stir it all up. You can really change it depending on your personal preferences, the ratio. That's really, really good. I really enjoy it. I find the chocolate lends a nice flavour to it, but it's not overly sweet with maple syrup. And to be honest, you can't really taste that it's made from cold brew so much. So if you want just a cold brew taste, I'd say just drink the cold brew by itself, or just with that and a little bit of milk. The third drink we're going to make is an iced orange tonic cold brew. For this we're going to need 2 tablespoons of orange juice, and we're going to add this on a pot at a low medium heat. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of water to that. Along with the zest of 1/4 of an orange and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then we're just going to stir this all together until it looks something like this. Then we're going to add some ice to a glass and 2 coffee cubes. Add 2/3 of a glass of cold brew, and then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of the orange syrup we just made. I'm going to stir this around into the cold brew. And then we're going to add a 1/3 glass of tonic water. And you can change the ratio depending on your personal preference. So now it's time for the taste test of the third drink and the second using the cold brew. Okay, that's interesting. It's not what you think of when you think of iced coffee. But if you've had coffee and tonic before, it probably feels familiar, but a bit different. It's made with cold brew and not espresso. It wouldn't be my go-to, and there might have been a bit of a fail with the orange syrup, but that's real life, keeping it real. Don't want to redo it 500 times. I'll drink it, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite. I'm more a coffee, non-dairy milk ice kind of girl, but if you're looking for something different, looking to change it up, want to try something new, go for it. The fourth drink is an iced chocolate coffee cube drink. To make this, we're going to add 3 coffee cubes and 2 ice cubes to a blender, along with 1 cup of oat milk or any non-dairy milk of your choice. 1 teaspoon of the orange syrup we made in the previous drink, and 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. Then we're going to put the lid on and blend this all together. Then we're going to make 1 espresso shot. I'm using an espresso machine. And then we're going to add 2 coffee cubes to the glass, along with 3 ice cubes, or whatever personal preference you have regarding ice. And then we're going to add the blended mixture to the glass. And then we're going to mix this around. Now it's time for the taste test of the second drink using the coffee cubes. The first one had less coffee cubes, so this will have more of a tell what they really give to the drink, I think. So let's give it a taste. It's really good, quite a strong coffee taste because of the espresso and also the coffee cubes. Quite cold and refreshing because there's two forms of ice, both blended and directly into the glass. I really recommend it. Not too chocolatey, not too sweet. Perfect refreshing for a summer's day or just if you like drinking cold coffee in winter like me. So, you should give it a try. The final drink is an iced chocolate cold brew. For this we're going to add 2 ice cubes and 3 coffee cubes to a blender, along with half a cup of cold brew and half a cup of oat milk. And 1 teaspoon of peanut butter. And 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Then we're going to put the lid on the blender and blend this all together. Then we're going to make another espresso shot. And then we're gonna add some ice and coffee cubes to the glass, depending on your personal preference, and add the blended mixture to the glass as well. And then we're gonna stir this together. Now it's time for the taste test of the final drink. That one is quite strong. It wouldn't be my favorite out of them all, but you can always give it a go. Maybe hold in the espresso shot if you don't want it too strong, because there's like 3 types of coffee in here: the cold brew, the coffee cubes, and the espresso shot. I'd say my favorite out of all the drinks would be drink 1 or drink 4. Both blended drinks, but not as strong as this one. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe and comment down below if you did, and see you in the next one. Bye!